Hello there. You're now with me, Cheryl Shaminato, for TVS News at 5. Let's begin with the headlines. Chief Minister Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng received 2 courtesy calls at his office in Wisma Bapa Malaysia in Putrajaya this morning. The first courtesy call was from Mitsubishi Chief Executive Masashi Shiraishi and his entourage, while the second visit was from the members of the Sarawak Islamic Council led by its president Datu Haji Misnu bin Haji Taha. It was also the new council members' first visit to the Chief Minister to discuss about the current development and the plans for the new year.
Dan kami ahli-ahli yang baru itu pelantikan untuk daripada 31 Ogos 2021 hingga 1 Julai 2024 telah menghadap Yang Amat Bertuan Menteri maklumkan pelantikan kami yang telah diperkenankan oleh Yang Mulia Jabatan Tuan Agong dan juga mohon nasihat dan pandangan beliau apakah hala tuju untuk Islam yang akan datang. Kami telah menerima nasihat beliau dan dukungan dan sokongan daripada Amat Bertuan Menteri amat kira-kira. InsyaAllah itu saja. Perdana Menteri maklumkan bahawa agar Islam bergerak untuk masa depan, kukuhkan persatuan Islam, kukuhkan persatuan orang Islam. Pada yang sama, Islam harus berusaha meningkatkan kemampuan umat Islam di Sarawak.
The Rajang Port Authority, or RPA, has been told to look at ways of upgrading itself in acquiring new technologies. Minister of Infrastructure and Port Development MIPD, Dr. Ahmad Douglas Uga Amba said this was to prepare itself for the challenges ahead once the economy recovers.
Uga also said that ports in the state too were expected to play more prominent roles with the state vision to be a high-income society by 2030. He, who is also the Deputy Chief Minister, said the state would expect increasing export volumes of our agricultural products. Meanwhile, Uga suggested that the RPA and the Tanjung Manis ports find ways to support each other instead of competing where the 2 ports are located on the same river. Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Umbas wants all contractors and the Public Work Department undertaking or supervising the construction of major bridge and road projects in the state. This, he said, is to nip any problem in the bud. He said this after visiting the construction sites of Batang Lupar Bridge at Triso, the Batang Saribas Bridge 1 at Kuala Saribas, the Batang Saribas 2 Bridge near Pusa, and the Batang Rajang Bridge near Sarike. Uga reminds the contractors of all necessary measures must be taken to ensure the construction schedules are to be followed, adding that there are some issues which need to be addressed.
Now, following the rising prices of raw materials, food traders are allowed to increase their selling prices as long as there is no element of profiteering.
Deputy Minister of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, KPDN-SEP, Datuk Rosol Wahid said there were complaints and grievances from traders who said the prices of food items had to be increased as the cost of raw materials today have skyrocketed. In addition, Rosol said the ministry has held engagement sessions in the effort to take care of the trading aspects as well as the consumers. Adding to that, he said he do not want consumers to be deceived and that traders should do their business ethically.
Sebab kita mengadakan libat urus dengan pemain industri ini untuk sebab kita di kementerian kita jaga perdagangan dan kita jaga pengguna. Jadi kita seimbang antara perdagangan dalam negeri dan juga pengguna. Peniaga tidak mengambil ataupun berniaga dengan beretika dan pengguna tidak teraniaya.
Meanwhile, commenting on the problem of rising prices of chicken that is expected to be solved once the Malaysian Family Maximum Price Scheme ends, Rosol said KPDN-SEP and the Agriculture and Food Industries Ministry, MAFI, have issued over 20 approved permits to balance prices in the market. With regard to SHMKM, Rosol said the government will re-evaluate the prices of goods as well as inflation based on input from the Department of Statistics, Finance Ministry and MAFI before deciding on whether or not to extend this scheme.
And now on to the next highlight. Art plays an exceptional role in Sarawak society and a significance for people for all walks of life to express and communicate. As such, themed Sarawak More to Discover, the launch of Malaysia's largest Sarawak-themed mural maze initiative, is a showcase for a 181-metre structure to be painted by our local talents, which expects its completion by May 2022.
At the same time, the elements also include culture, adventure, nature, food and festivals, or also known as CANFF. Through the event, local industry players are seen in collaboration with youths and students to attempt a record in the Malaysian Book of Records for the largest Sarawak-themed mural painting, as it is a celebration of beauty in diversity in developing cultural and heritage legacies for Sarawak. In addition, tourism, creative industry and performing arts minister Dato' Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said that the Sarawak government has agreed to relocate the State Museum Department, while the former KMC building in front of the Central Police Station will be turned into an art gallery to showcase masterpieces and to sell local paintings. Given the strategic location of the building, he said visitors who go to old and new museums in the city centre could drop by the upcoming art gallery as well. Meanwhile, the building is expecting its handover by this year.
Welcome along to the Paula Mala Ali Show, coming to you from our little country. This is a big show with a lot of heart. We got family, food, fitness, fashion and fabulosity. Join me as I share with you my Little Brunei. Only on TVS Astro, Channel 122 and My TV.
跟随4位不同舞蹈背景的舞者，体验沙劳越当地传统文化、美食和舞蹈。在这一集中，我们将去到巴达湾的 Kampung Anak Rais， 体验比达友的传统文化。舞者们能在一天结束前学会这比达友传统舞蹈吗？让我们敬请期待。
阿兄，都接沙拉車啦。
我是 Alice。Alice，
咱做兩機咩？
哎呦，這世界排輩是件重要吧？無好好保護家己，其實我掠去都未知啊。呀，我有趕時間啊，會通開車無？
你 seat belt。哦。老誒，還沒人來誒。
路比較榴蓮比哦。
Welcome back. Now moving on to the next news. Night market or night bazaar, a street market which dedicated to more leisurely strolling, shopping and eating than more business-like day market. The Cebu gateway of the Chinese New Year Bazaar is now welcoming visitors after having been closed for almost 2 years due to COVID-19 pandemic. A total of 2,000 lanterns illuminate the bazaar in conjunction with the symbolic opening on Thursday night.
The Chinese New Year Bazaar CNY has received warm responses from the public. Assistant Minister of Public Health, Housing and Local Government Michael Tiang said this proved that the interest for such activities and the festive season are still a practice despite the pandemic letdown.
After this pandemic, lockdown, we stay at home all day for almost, 1 year time. We no longer have passion for this sort of activity. But tonight, the crowd, the atmosphere really put that on how was working. Right? So that means Cebu people, we have reason, and we want to make even more bazaar like this. Not only for Chinese New Year, we will do it for Hari Raya, we do it for Gawai, we do it for some of the major festivals, because we believe that tomorrow is going to be better, definitely better than yesterday, and I can see this spirit.
The ceremony, witnessed by Tiang, praised the organizers for their spirit and creativity for making the program run according to plan.
Yes, I praise the organizing unit that they have done it right. With passion, with the love for Cebu, with our creativity, definitely we're going to see breakthrough after COVID-19. Yeah, but most importantly, I still want to urge everyone here to watch out, to always put out your mask, to keep social distancing if possible, and also to follow the standard operating procedures.
The CNY Bazaar 2022 will open from 5 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. every day. The public are urged to always adhere to standard operating procedures, such as wearing face masks and maintaining physical distancing.
And now on to the next update. An unemployed man was sentenced to death by the High Court today after he was found guilty of murdering a 6-year-old boy who was the son of his lover.
High Court Judge Dato Azmi Abdullah meted out the sentence on Norai Zuwan Hamali 30 after ruling that he had failed to raise a reasonable doubt on the prosecution's case apart from having doubts on his defense. Norai Zuwan was charged with killing Muhammad Ryan Hidayat Hairil Khan at a house in Jalan Arau, Lorong Cempaka in Kampong Jajawi between 3:45 p.m. on April 18, 2018 and 12:10 a.m. the following day. He was charged under Section 302 of the Penal Code, which provides for the mandatory death sentence on conviction. The case was prosecuted by Deputy Public Prosecutor Muhammad Izam Ali, while Norai Zuwan was represented by lawyer Rafidi Muhammad.
On the other hand, prices of chicken in the country rose 13.6% from 8 ringgit 40 cents a kilogram to 9 ringgit 54 cents a year earlier. The Department of Statistics Malaysia, or DOSM, said this is due to the nation contended with a heavy rail-driven food supply shortage, which also led to an increase in prices of vegetables and seafood.
Eggs recorded a double-digit increase of 13.5% in December 2021, while milk also went up by 3%. Malaysia's inflation, as measured by the Consumer Price Index (CPI), increased 3.2% in December 2021 from a year earlier. DOSM said this is mainly due to a rise in food and fuel prices and the base effect. The index 3.2% year-over-year increase in December 2021 partly contributed to the nation's leap into an annual inflation of 2.5% compared to a 1.2% deflation in 2020.
Well, that concludes TVS News at 5. For more updates, don't forget to tune in to our 11:30 Nightline tonight with Handy Gui. Here with me, Shel Chameto, and I'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.